So you're recording now? Okay, good. So when you start to understand that your perceived reality is an illusion, by really coming to recognize not only that on a quantum physics level, that what you perceive as solid mass is 99.9% empty space, and that what you perceive as the present is really an overlaid synthesis of past, present, and future, and that your nervous system at any given time is being bombarded by 10,000 bits of information and has the ability to pay attention to 9 of the 10,000 and to recall only 3 of the 9. Any notion that you've got that what you're perceiving is real should start to get kind of fuzzy. And then if you add to that the demonstration about the inaccuracy inherently and the illusionary nature of what your senses tell you, you get the basis for why nothing of the senses will ever satisfy the soul. It can't, because of the senses is of unto itself an illusion. So that the drawback is it's not real. The benefit is it's not real. So hence what the Kabbalists say, or what any of the affirmations and visualizations and even the vision board and all of that, why they work and how they work is when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at do change, because it's all happening holographically in your mind.
So as I worked yesterday, to give an example, we were doing a workout and we were doing these 20-second, 10-second increments, right? And it was mountain climbers. I hate mountain climbers, but that was the whole point. I kept saying I hate. So after each 20 seconds, I go, I love this. I love this. And my neurologist saying, what? And then the second round, again, I kept going, I love this. I love this. And by the 4th round, my body started to feel better. But
that's right.
I had to force it the first 3 rounds where I love you. My body's like, what? You just said you hate?
The thought creates the neurochemical environment. And then based upon the neurochemical environment determines what the label is that you assign to the body sensations that go along with the activity.
Right.
Now, there is internal congruence in those labels, and that's the point. Keep maintaining, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You will have the body sensations that go along with what would match doing an activity that you hate. If you instead change your mindset about it to, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, you will get the neurochemical response and the physiologic response that is aligned with that vision.
Right.
And the same is true spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, career, in your family, social, and recreation. So that what it always looked like to me was that it seemed like some people had an unfair advantage. Well, they did. The unfair advantage was what seemed to me to be the secret handshake was just a different belief system. And what I've proven to myself unequivocally this last year and change is that the more energy, effort, time, and even money that I invested in creating this Goodman Factor, all the bits and pieces start to align with that new reality. So I'm working with a client right now who has this chronic skin condition on his face, that when he is reluctant to face things, his face he gets this rash that he breaks out in. It's an inflammatory response in his face. It looks like rosacea. But what he's gotten to know about it is it's got an emotional basis. And so I was on the phone with him, I guess, actually, I saw him on Sunday afternoon. And he shows up and his face has all these little red rashy things on it. And he says, I know, I'm not facing things, am I? And I said, good guess. What specifically aren't you facing? And he went through the list. So I started to give him things to do you can F everything and run, or face everything and respond. And as he's starting to respond, I spoke to him this morning for a few minutes, and he said, I know you'll believe it, but I couldn't believe it. And I said, what's that? He said, as I started to work on the stuff that I need to work on, my face is getting better. Yeah.
Yeah. No, continue. No, it's similar. My buddy was saying the same thing. He was fixing something in the shower, and he said he was putting a knife. He thought it was a good idea to go to the kitchen and stick a big, large knife into the shower part where it wasn't working. Anyways, he went to stick it in. The knife fell. He fell, and the knife fell and cut his tendons on his.
Oh no!
And he had to do this $1,000 deposit for the surgery. Blah blah blah. They had to do instant surgery. It didn't fix it the first time. Point is, he talked to a coach. He says that he talked to, and he says that he started repeating. He's like, I often anything that I touch with my hands, I fail at. And he kept repeating it over, and that's what the coach pointed out to him was like, listen, can't you see, like, you know, the things you kept saying, everything you touch goes to shit.
That's the power of affirmation.
Right.
That's why when people say, I don't know, affirmations, they don't work. They work. They work perfectly. And worrying is a negative affirmation.
Right. Yeah. It's like the affirmation. The affirmations is the same as exercise. You have to work at it daily and take action. Yeah.
And the thing people don't understand is that worrying is an affirmation. Worrying is a negative meditation.
Yeah.
That's because, what's that?
It's praying for the things that you don't want.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
That's why what you fear comes near. Because you create it, you attract it, you become it.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
I like it.
So.
What would we call this lesson?
The illusionary nature of reality.
And that's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
Go to goodmanfactor.com and also check out the book, Fridays with Goodman. It's on Amazon, available in all things. And we also have an event coming up. Larry, can you speak about the event and the dates?
Sure. February 23rd and 24th at the Aloft Hotel in Miami. We're having the launch of our new signature event called Your Goodest Life. There's details about it at the website, goodmanfactor.com. Or if you want to ask questions about it and get details about it, you can either email me or call me. The number and the email address are on the website, and we'd love to have you be there. And we're going to be announcing very shortly special introductory family and friends pricing. So take action. The seating is limited, and it's filling up.
All right. Thank you for joining this. We'll be uploading this today. Talk to you later. See you later, Larry.